Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Alex Estrada and Paloma Diaz. The two of you have been together not very long. You've been living together for 4 months. But Ms. Diaz, you want out, and you want some money from him to get out. And we're going to talk about that momentarily. But Mr. Estrada, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and how we got into divorce court?
So this is the longest relationship I've ever had. In my past relationships, I've never met, the parents. I've never moved in with anyone. I've never had anybody move in with me. So, there's it's going serious, it's getting serious. And I truly do see a future with this girl. But I don't know, I just really we have to fix the issues that we have in order to move forward.
Name the one issue you feel is the most alarming, damaging.
Trust issues.
Trust. Do you not trust her, or does she not trust you?
I think it goes both ways. I don't trust her, and she doesn't trust me with some things.
Yeah, Judge, I don't trust him either.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to ask you, then I'm going to ask you, why don't you trust her?
Well, first of all, there's a thing with social media. We both don't like to invade each other's privacy, but I like to check up on her account, and she likes to check up on mine, even though we don't really agree with it. And there's been times when she's gone on my social media account and she's found messages with people, or likewise I've gone on her account and she's had messages with guys. And
were they inappropriate messages?
They started off pretty friendly, and then it goes with the like and then the poke, and then they start trying to hang out and stuff.
Man, we talking about social media. We talking about practice, not the game. Not the game, but practice, man. Can I knock it off, bro? Social media and more relationships than goddamn, you name it. You tell me. You put the comment and you let me know. But social media at the top, bro. Just because you seen a heart, a like, old schools know about the poke, bro. The poke, that's Facebook back in 08, something like that, maybe 05 or something like that, bro. We talking about faith. We on social media. If social media, if that determine what y'all feel like, then y'all need to be together. Y'all need to be together. Delete y'all account, log into YouTube, click Undefeated Reacts, and then just let it play, bro. Just let the whole thing play. They tripping. They tripping.
Now, how serious is a poke? I mean, I don't poke. So
I know it's over social media, but how would you like if someone was going to poke your husband or something?
Yeah, just like that.
That's what I'm doing?
Would your husband like that?
He wouldn't care if I poked him.
Really?
His wife wouldn't care if I poked him.
Wow.
She might ask me to one day. Go ahead and poke Joe.
Really?
Ms. Diaz, do you have a problem with trust with him, and why?
Yes, I do. Social media is my number one. Why? Because I think that, from my side, I always do what he wants me to do, like delete all these people, and I do it quick. But sometimes, when I tell him to do something like delete, a specific person on there, he takes a long time on it. He takes a long time on it, and he just lags on it.
So what you guys do is you oversee each other's pages, and to the extent that you see something on the page that you don't like, you tell them to undo it.
Exactly.
Why not just have a page together? Why not just have a page together? That's the issue. That's the problem. We ain't took a picture yet. But we take, not me, but y'all, if you got a relationship, all right, goddamn, happy, yay, good for you. No, but if y'all taking photos and all of that, why you just don't have the page together? All right, then you can shoot it out to the family. Here go out, whatever the case may be, bro. This immature. Both of them tripping off of social media. Off of social media. Not even the cheating. We ain't even heard about no. It's the potential. Like, it could happen. It could happen. Can you imagine, bro? They probably laying in the bed next to each other, back to back. She on goddamn Facebook. He on goddamn TikTok and all of that. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
You
sure.
love each other. You want to start a life together.
Exactly, because...
But wait.
Sorry for interrupting.
and you have whole separate lives that you engage in that you have to monitor.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem kind of dumb?
Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
Nope.
not in a way, but
Nope.
I don't know.
Explain it to me. What am I missing?
It just really gets under my skin, the social media. And maybe it's me, like everybody thinks differently. This is my opinion. Like the social media for me, it's important. Why? Because, you know, obviously you could stay in contact with other people, and, you know, for me, like for him to stay in contact with other people on there that I don't like, you know, for me, it makes it not okay. Because for my part, I put things, you know, sometimes I put things, I let things slip, and I put it under the carpet, you know. And no, it's not supposed to be that way. Like sometimes it's always good to speak up, because if you don't speak up, then you'll never get to where you have to get, you know. But you have to get there, and you know that's just me, you know. And
Why would you put something on social media that you wouldn't want the woman that you claim you want to spend the rest of your life with to see? I mean, you're sharing your innermost self with other people, but not the person with whom you share your life, your love, your heart, and maybe eventually a child.
True.
Explain that to me.
I don't think that it's not me who's messaging people, but you know, I get the messages and that pisses her off. Same with me. Like I know that she's not messaging people, but guys are trying to get at her, and I don't like that.
but what about girls getting at you though? Yeah, what about that?
But do you trust him?
We're half and half. We don't even trust each other, you know, in some things here and there. And that's the thing, you know, because girls are girls too, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, back in the day, and I know I'm old as all get out. I got this phone and all of that. I get that. But back in the day, I didn't look too bad. Dudes used to holler at me all the time. Hey, you know what? Hey, baby, what's going on? What's your name? Yeah, my name is Mumford, Mrs. Eric. How you doing? That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So people shooting at you isn't new. So why y'all dramatic about it? If somebody's shooting at him and you shoot back, hey, I got a lady, back off. End of story. Why is it that deep?
I don't know, I just feel like it's just, social media is just number one.
It's definitely a problem.
It's
I
definitely- it's a
understand what
huge
you're saying.
problem. It's a huge
probably
problem.
like simple to you, but you know, like at the end of the day, when we're together, it's a different story, and social media is just a huge problem with us. And I guess I don't think that we'll ever come to an agreement with that, or like unless we like let each other, you know, see each other's social media accounts.
Yeah, because if it's not like that, then things won't roll the way that you know, it goes both ways. But, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm just like, you know what, like I'll let you check my stuff, you know, but I want to check yours too.
Right,
Because, you know,
right,
it can't be fair if I just show my stuff, but what about him
Right,
not showing me
right,
his stuff? You know
right.
what? It makes me feel like, you know what, like, what? Like, what about you looking through my stuff, but what about me not looking through your stuff, you know?
So
But yeah,
you're saying
sometimes
it's a
there's some-
one-way street. He wants to look at your stuff, but he won't let you look at his.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that, but sometimes when we come to an agreement, sometimes I'm like, you know what, like I'm gonna show you my stuff, but if you show me your social media.
Okay, I got you. I think it's absurd, but I got you. Mr. Estrada, you say Ms. Diaz does things intentionally to push your buttons.
Yes, she
Why don't you
does.
tell me what those things are?
Well, for example, one time we went to San Francisco just to spend the day over there, and traffic in San Francisco is crazy. Finding a parking spot is crazy. It's just so it like irritates me. I'm an impatient person. I'm gonna be honest with that one. So we tried to leave the city at 9. We ended up getting out like at 11, between 11 and 12 a.m. And I was driving back, and she turned the radio on, and she likes to bump up her music, and
Oh, yes, I do.
yes, she does. But what's it called? So she was bumping up her music, and I asked her, I'm really irritated. I'm pissed off. Can you knock it down a bit, turn it down? Well, this is what she did.
No.
Boom, cranked it up.
Exactly.
And then, you know, I'm driving, so I push it off. And then she turns it on, and again. And, you know, I'm driving, I'm irritated. It's 12 a.m. I'm super tired, and yeah, she likes to push my buttons.
Man, y'all ain't talking about no goddamn bills that done came in where y'all delinquent on a maybe, I don't know, second, third month's rent. Y'all ain't really got duck the BG&E people around the corner because they ain't got no issues or no problems, bro. They don't have no issues and no problem. My thing with it is this the perfect, if it's too much for you at this point in time, you might as well just let it go. You might as well just let it go because the goddamn radio was turned up too loud. I mean, all right, you know, whatever. That's how you feeling, and that's how you feeling. But as adults, bro, when you look, you sometimes you can foresee. You can foresee things. Shout out to my English teacher. I used to use that. Y'all had the text mark. Y'all remember text mark in the book? I used to always put foreshadowing. I put the little box or something right there that put foreshadow. Character foreshadows unfortunate events that are unforeseen. Something like, yeah, I'm foreshadowing that this is going to be unfortunate. It's going to be unfortunate, but I like her though, bro. She said something very important, probably about 3, 4, 5 minutes ago. You got to speak up. You got to speak up. Man, she said, I heard that. Listen, you got to speak up for the things that you want. So it's like she stand up for herself. She stand up for us. And I tell you, bro, I love that. I love that. That's a characteristic of in women. Like you can't. It don't get no more attractive than that to me. It don't get no more attractive than that to me. Stand up for it. I like that.
Ms. Diaz, do you turn up the radio on purpose to irritate him?
Well, you know what? I did it that day because I was in a good mood, and you know what? Like, regardless, I was tired too. I'm not gonna lie, I was tired. Yes, there's a lot of traffic in San Francisco, but you know what? Like, I was like, my day's still not over, so I'm gonna put some music on, and you know what? We only live once. Why not turn it up? I mean, that's just me. I love music. I'm not gonna
But
lie
did
to
you know it irritated him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did. But you know that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did.
And you
yeah.
don't care?
I do care, but it's like at the same time, it's like, you know what? Like, we're both tired, and you know what? Like, I'm gonna just turn it up.
Okay.
But she knew. But she knew.
But let me ask you this, Ms. Diaz, do you think you're a little bit of a pistol?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want what you want, when you want it, how you like it.
But
You
same
don't care
goes
what
with him
happens
too,
to him. Are you that chick?
Yes, she is.
You know what? I admit it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Are you
That's good.
happy?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
We all have our rough days, and I have my rough days as well. Yes, I'm happy most of the time, but sometimes, well, I'll have my breakdowns, obviously, because everybody gets those breakdowns. And yes, I will get sometimes mad, irritated, and out of control.
But you seem to be perpetually honked off. I mean, you seem mad now, and I haven't done anything to you. You know what I mean? You're in it. To me, you don't appear peaceful or content. Are you peaceful and content with the way things are? Now
Right
you can
now?
talk. Are you peaceful and content in general?
In general,
That's a no.
no.
That's a no. I got that. You say Mr. Estrada has too many rules. He's got rules about whether or not you have to wear a bra, where your
Yes.
friends go. Tell me about all the things that he's seeking to control.
The bra part.
Okay.
Okay, I'm young. I'm 18. I'm comfortable with my body. I'm not saying that all the time I will be going out like that, but you know, there's times where I just feel comfortable and I'm just like, it's my body, it's my skin. Everybody's different. This is just me. Like I'll do that, you know, once in a while, but he will not like that.
She won't wear a bra in public sometimes. And you know, you could see, you know, those shirts. You see the.
Yeah, you see all the
Yeah,
situations.
understandable. But I'm young, and you know what? Sometimes I feel, and I'm gonna flaunt it. Why not?
Because then you're going to get upset when the creep come up to you, and then the creep want what you flaunting, but then the one that you thought that you wanted don't want it, because God damn it, that ain't what we looking for. And she's young, she'll get that, but do what you want to do. If that's how you, this is what I think. This is how I think it go down, and this is what I've heard from women. This is how they say it go, bro. You do all of that, you're going to attract attention. You might get the attention from the ones that you want, from the ones that you don't want, from the ones that you didn't even know that was looking at you. It might be another, allegedly, and it ain't nothing wrong with it. It might be another woman that walk up to me like, damn, I ain't know. But when you're searching for attention, or you try to get attention, you're going to get attention. It is what it is, regardless of who you directing it at or what you felt like or whatever the case may be. And lady, I'm not saying don't do it. That's just like she said. It's her body. She gonna do. It's my money and I want it now. Rocket, man, I ain't cutting a check. Edit that out. Yeah, knock it off. But yeah, she can do what she want to do with her body. She can do what she want to do with it. But again, bro, it's always consequences. Everything that we do in life come with a consequence, whether good or bad. Good or bad. If you keep your body wrapped up up like you a goddamn going mummy or something like that, you might not attract the one that you want to attract. But then, like, figure it out. My best advice is do whatever make you happy. Do whatever make you happy. If you like waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, logging on Call of Duty and scratching your glasses and then she know what I'm talking to, man. She know what I'm talking to, bro.
What about what controlling things does he do with respect to who you go out with, who you see, and your friends?
He does. He's always like, where who are you gonna go with? And yes, I do tell him, and sometimes he's like, well, you know what? Like, it's for me, it's unfair when he goes out with his friends. And when I used to work at the time, like I would get home like around maybe 10, and then he would come at 3 in the morning, and I'd be like, where is he? Where was he at the whole time? He would come home to me, and it's like if there's no explanation until the next day. I don't like that. I rather want somebody to just tell me, right there exactly, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been like that with him, sometimes I wait till the next day.
Why don't you tell me what's the most irritating thing about him?
When he's picky with his stuff, when he doesn't want me to do things, okay, I do things my way, and he doesn't like that sometimes. So it's like, you know what, like, well.
Give me an example.
For example, when I went and washed my clothes we were gonna go and wash our clothes to the laundry place, and I put my clothes in, and he was about to put his clothes in, but I told him, you know what, like we need to hurry up, like we can't be, and he didn't like it that way. He walked out. He just walked off with the clothes to the car, and I just stayed there, and I couldn't do nothing about it.
So what do you have to say about the way she wants things and how you don't approve?
That statement wasn't specific enough. I like to divide my clothes. I like to, black, colored, white. She just grabs it all and puts it on in a.
That day, maybe that we were in a hurry.
Ms. Diaz, let the man finish talking. He didn't interrupt you. Show him some respect.
All right, I will.
All right, so yes, we were in a hurry that day, but just because we're in a hurry, like the washing machines have a certain time to them. She's in a rush. The machine's not gonna, speed up for her. So what was the whole point of grabbing all the clothes, mixing it together, and putting it in there? That could mess up my clothes.
You say you argue over everything, Ms. Diaz. What kind of things do you argue over, other than we got the wash and we got the social media?
When I cook things and he doesn't like it how I cook it and stuff, and he'll just end up getting mad, and he'll just be like, I'll just cook it myself. Like, don't cook it for me no more, and I'll just walk off and I'll be mad because it gets under my skin,
Are you working?
No, I'm a part-time student.
Part-time student. Are you working?
No, I left my job.
You left your job? Why?
I just don't really want to speak on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're a part-time student, and you guys are living together. How in the world do you make it?
First of all, I get since I'm still living in my parents' house, we do pay rent.
She's living in your parents' house with you?
That's another issue, yes.
Yes.
With family and relatives.
Is your parents not happy about that? What's that issue all about?
They are happy, but relatives and family members, like she doesn't like some things that they do. Like we butt heads with family members. They like to butt in the relationship. They like to put in their opinion. I'm used to that because it's my family. She's not used to that.
No.
Is his family dipping in all the time?
Sometimes here and there.
And she doesn't like that, and I don't like that.
that.
I don't like that. I don't like this, and she doesn't like it either. But she goes crazy when they don't knock and they just open the door and they go in.
I think there should be some respect,
Well, I
or
think
knock
that's
the door.
everybody's opinion, because your parents walk in there one day, see something they don't want to see.
No.
Exactly,
That don't make any sense at all.
Hey, man, God damn it, wait a minute, Judge. I crash out in this motherfucker. Savannah, I swear on every twice. Cut the video. In the video, bro, parents, make sure you know where your kids at 24/7. I don't agree with letting nobody live with you when they're 18, 19, 24, none of that. You want to be grown, do grown folk things, then you go get your own grown folk money. You go get your own grown folks money and get your own spot to go do what you want to do. But damn, I remember my mother used to talk to me like that. Damn, bro. Hey, listen, all right, man, it's cute. Maybe she can stay the night or something like that when I'm in San Diego or something like that, bro. But just off the rip, man, nah. Hell no. I know it's 420, but it ain't 420, man. If y'all celebrate the high, hit the like button. Hit the like button. If it ain't 420, then it's 24. If it ain't 24, then undefeated on. Promise you, bro.
Why did you two move in together?
you know, at the beginning, everything was good. After, you know, the first 4 or 5 months, everything was great. Then you really start to, like, you know, take off the layers off of a person. You really start to get to know them. So, you know, like, none of us are perfect, and I'm well aware of that. So we're basically like, here are my issues, and you have to accept me with, like, the issues I'm bringing. Same with her. But sometimes her issues and my issues, oh my gosh.
Ms.
We go
Diaz, why do
crazy.
you think why did you move in with him?
I moved in with him because, okay, I work, like, not that long ago, I left the job that I had, but I mean, when I had my job, you know what, I was like, you know what, I could probably do this. I was like, I could move out of my house and move with this person that I really love, and we'll see where it takes us, you know? And that's what I decided to do, and, you know, things are not gonna come easy. Things are not always gonna be good, you know? There's gonna be goods and bads. But, you know, there's some things that I don't like, and that's me. Like,
Deal with it.
yeah, I'm gonna be really honest with you. Yes, that's me.
I see the entire picture, and now I'm going to take an opportunity to paint over it. Listen, 19 and 18 is for school. It's for hanging out with your girlfriends or your male friends. It's for sports. It's for travel. It's for exploring life. It is not for coupling up. If you got to move in with a man in his mama's house, that means neither one of you are ready for this kind of relationship. I didn't have a steady dude. The longest relationship I used to keep a man around about 10 months. 6 to 10 months.
Sound
First time
about
he
right.
did something wrong, bow, he's out. I get another one. You used to, and then I used to think I had these odd notions. I would be dating a black guy and I don't like him, and then I'd get me a white guy. Just because I'm trying to switch up. You know, and then you could tell whether it was an even or an odd year by the color of guy I was running around with. Because I thought, correctly so, that it's time to figure out who men are, what they do, what's a good one, what's a bad one, what's a good fit, what's not a good fit. You two are children trying to play act as an adult. I could give you lessons about being mature and compromising, but you're not old enough. To 18 and 19, I was stark raving mad. And that's the time to be stark raving mad, because you can make stupid decisions because you got your parents' support, you got all of that kind of stuff, and you can't be 30 with 18 years worth of experience. You're asking for transitional support. You can't get transitional support. You were not in a marriage. He has absolutely no obligation whatever to support you or to assist you. You just got up and got in this man's house. You're his girlfriend. Just because you guys are sleeping in his mama's house doesn't make you anything other than a girlfriend. And y'all should break up. You need to get an education, you need to learn, you need to read, you need to figure out things, you need to explore the world, you need to get a couple of girlfriends, a couple of boyfriends, don't have no babies while you're doing it, and then as you're older, when you're 26, 27, 28, you know a little something, then you find somebody, and don't just shack up with them either. This matter is